Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Monday. Today is Monday. How is everyone doing? How is everyone feeling? Let me know if this is your first time with me. Let me know where you are tuning in from today. Welcome, beautiful souls. Let's see who's here. Hello, Amuli. All right, beautiful people. It is Monday. It has been a weekend that has been lifetimes filled, it seems, for me. Hello, Roxy. Let me know who is here, where you're tuning in from. Today will probably be a shorter session, but I still wanted to hop on and make my commitments. So today we're probably just going to go with the flow, see what everyone wants, what everyone desires. And I'm really feeling into Ho'oponopono. Let me know if you are familiar with Ho'oponopono, if you know what Ho'oponopono is. If you don't know what Ho'oponopono is, let me know. And I'm feeling a lot of just freedom from suffering. Today I really want to talk a little bit about freedom from suffering and how do we free ourselves from, suffering from the outside world, how to free ourselves from suffering from our own internal world. So I would like to touch a little bit about suffering, a little bit about Ho'oponopono, and then we'll go with the flow. We'll do a beautiful meditation. So let me know who's here. Let me know if it's your first time joining. Hello, Mary. And today will be a good live. Today will be a good day. We'll join in love. We'll join in celebration. We'll wait a couple more minutes for some people to come in. And then I always start my lives with us just joining hands, us just coming together in community and reminding us that we are all one, to remind us that we are not alone. And at times it may feel like we are alone, but we are all just one. We are all one. So we'll wait a couple more minutes for some more people to come in, and then we will do opening circle. We'll do a little bit of a talk, and then a meditation. So please feel free to comment. Please feel free to talk to me. I love participation. I love communication. I love talking, but I love talking even more if I have someone to talk back to. So please don't be a stranger. Please be kind. Please be considerate. And just let's have fun. So if this is your first time live with me, I'm Genna Rose Giannetti. I'm a meditation teacher, and I am a love coach. I'm helping to empower the world to more unconditional love, more conditional acceptance, and just more stillness and, freedom from suffering. That's what I'm working through today. I always like to share my own journey and share my own story of where I'm at to help to inspire others, because I'm human too. And I have my days and I have my moments, and I teach from what I learn. And I think the best teachers work that way, just from my own experience. So let me know who is here. Communicate with me, talk with me. And let's just put in the chat, what are we grateful for today? Let's just start in gratitude. Starting in gratitude, what are we grateful for today? I'm going to light a little bit of sage while we're talking. So I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for the path that I've walked. I'm grateful that my path led me here and not other places. I'm grateful for just my state of being. Let me know what you're grateful for. And let's just cleanse the air. I free everyone from suffering. I free everyone from pain. I free everyone from hurt. With the sage, may I allow the sage to come to you to rid you of any pain that you are feeling physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritual pain. Allow it to all just wash away. Allow it to sink back into Mother Earth and remind you that Mother Earth is always holding you. And Mother Earth is always here to support you. And allow the pain and the sorrow to just move into the ethers up to spirit. Knowing that everything's always working out. And having complete trust and faith that all is well, even when we don't realize that all is well. Allow the sage to just enter into your home, enter into your life, enter into your body, to sage you from anything that no longer serves you, that you need releasing from. And know that you are loved, know that you are wanted, know that you are deserving, and you deserve all that you desire and all that you need. Know that you are not alone. And know that all of your suffering and all of your pain and all of your trauma is felt by the collective. And that we have empathy and compassion and symphony. Oh my God, what's that word? Oh my goodness. Sympathy, there we go. We have sympathy. Beautiful. All right, guys, well, welcome. It looks like we might have a smaller group today, which is fine. I scheduled this live a little bit late on Saturday, so that's to be expected. I can't talk today. That is to be expected. So again, I'm Genna Rose Giannetti. I'm a spiritual meditation teacher and a love coach. So I always like to start my lives by just joining hands. So I'm going to ask you now to just close down your eyes as we start our opening ceremony. And just start to close down your eyes. And as you close down your eyes, just start to notice how amazing it feels to just simply shut off the world that you see with your eyes. Start to notice how amazing it feels to just shut off your perspective of this reality. And then just start to anchor in the breath, breathing in through your nose, holding the breath at the top, and breathing out, letting it all go. Breathing into this moment, breathing into peace, and allowing this present moment to just fill your whole entire body. And just breathe it out, letting it all go, releasing any anger, any frustration any feel. And then just breathing again into this moment. And as you breathe in, I want you to imagine a beautiful white crystalline light filling all of your body. As you breathe in light. Breathe in peace. Breathe in transformation. Breathe in love. And breathe out suffering. Breathe out disease. Breathe out illness. Breathe out fear. And feel your whole body just completely lit up like a star, a candle flame, the moon, the sun. And now just imagine everybody that is here on this live right now, gathered together in a circle. See us all gathered. See us all circling with each other, ready to unite with each other, ready to commune with each other, ready to help to free each other of suffering, of pain, of trauma, of disease. And just simply grab hands with everybody that's here. And as you grab hands, start to form a circle of love, of community, of celebration for just the human. And as you grab hands, start to send that light that you anchored into your body out to everyone to the right of you, allowing the light to travel through the circle. Sending the light out to everyone to the left of you, allowing the light to fill up the circle. And allowing yourself to light up each other like a beautiful stream of lights. And see all of us lit up. And see the light that we are lighting up this circle. And feel this light being expanded outwards to fill up the lives of everybody outside of the circle. And just feel this community. Feel how so often we feel so alone. But remember that we are the light. We are the light in the darkness. So thank each other for showing up today as we continue in this beautiful transmission. And just take 3 deep breaths. And just start to come back into the room now, back to our live. Back. And opening up your eyes. And just smiling. And you can decide to continue to hold hands throughout this beautiful circle that we have today. Or just come back to your own sovereignty. So welcome everyone. Welcome Joshua. Welcome Mary. Welcome Jose. Welcome. Let me know if this is your first time live with me. It looks like we're going to have a small group today. I expected that because I scheduled this live late. But I like the smallness. So let me know. Let's start off by just checking in with our feelings. Checking in with our feelings and seeing how is everyone feeling today. Openly and honestly. What are you feeling today? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling joyful? Are you feeling suffering? Are you feeling fearful? Are you feeling angry? Just let me know in the comments. What are you feeling? And let's just open up to being vulnerable and being honest. So often in our lives, we are so used to just the social norm of saying, I'm good or I'm okay. And we do this out of fear of being seen. We do this out of fear of intimacy. Into me you see. Intimacy. And one thing that I stand for is breaking down that barrier and allowing us to really see each other. Because the truth is, we are human. We all have emotions. We all have feelings. And there's nothing wrong with sadness. There's nothing wrong with anger. There's nothing wrong with fear. It's the perspective that we give. So please let me know in the comments, how are you feeling today? Let's be open and honest with each other. If this is your first time joining with me, please make sure to hit the follow button and follow me. I go live 5 days a week. I will be setting up the rest of my lives after this. And we usually will just go with the flow. We'll have a topic decided. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about suffering. A little bit about suffering today. Joshua, I'm feeling insecure about things. Thank you for your open and honest answer. You're feeling insecure about things and also feel excited for a new day and feel grateful for being a part of life. And I just wanted to say hi. Beautiful. Thank you for that. And that is okay. All of this is well. It's all good. And so I just want to challenge you, Joshua. It is amazing to reach for the positive. It is amazing to be excited about the new day. And it's amazing to feel grateful. And that's what we need to do. We need to continue to feel gratitude and feel excitement and look at the positive. But I just want to challenge you and remind you that it is okay to sit in just that feeling of being insecure. It's okay to sit in that feeling of sadness. It's okay to sit in that feeling of anger. And as humans, we always do one of two things. Either you are someone who doesn't want to sit in the negative, you don't want to sit in, the insecurity and the anger and the fear. And so you reach for better feeling thoughts. Or you're one of those people who love to sit in the fear and love to sit in the anger and love to sit in the insecurity and love to sit in like the victimhood. And there's no right or wrong way, to be. But we want to find the balance point, because what creates the disease, what creates illness, what creates sickness in our body is trapped energy. And trapped energy is emotions. Energy in motion. Energy is energy in motion. Emotion is in motion. Emotion in motion. So it's trapped energy, trapped emotion in our body that then causes the disease, that causes the illness, that causes the suffering, that causes the depression. And so we want to feel, we want to get back into the feeling place and recognize that however you feel, other people feel that too, and that you're not alone. And I think one of these things that, I'm experiencing today personally is this idea of suffering. And what is suffering? What does it mean to suffer? What's the difference between suffering and sadness? Let me know in the comments. What is the difference between suffering and sadness? I think I'm scared of change. And there's a lot of change coming in my life. Josh, the whole world is changing. The whole world is completely changing. And this feeling is normal. And this feeling is natural. And as a collective consciousness, the collective of everything that we are experiencing is changing. And so because everything outside of us and the collective is changing, our own personal lives are changing. And I'm glad that you mentioned this, because this is something that I experienced deep this weekend, like really, really deep. I experienced this, state of recognizing that the only thing that is ever constant, is change. Yet we're so fearful of it. Change is always happening. As we sit here, I'm changing my words. As I sit here, the time on the clock is changing. As I sit here, I'm aging. As I sit here, more people are coming into this live. As I sit here, more people are leaving this live. As I sit here, everything is always changing. Yet we're fearful of it. And it's the only thing that's ever constant. And so when we stop feeling change, we recognize that change is the only thing that ever is. And it's our idea of the future that makes us fearful. It's not change that we are scared of, because we're always changing. It's the unknown. It's the mystery of what's next. But as you tune in, as you meditate more, you start to recognize that our thoughts and our feelings really do create our reality. And let's be completely honest, it's not always joyful. There's a lot of suffering in the world right now, and there's a lot of pain in the world right now, and that's the push and the pull of everything in life. And I recognize this weekend that in the universe, in everything in existence, there's always change, and there's always push and pull. There's always a push and there's always a pull, and it's never ending. And everything in our lives, Everything outside of us is moving. You look at the waves, the push and the pull of the waves, of, the moon cycles, the push and pull of the moons, the push and pull of all relationships. Look at our relationship. There's always a push and pull in our relationships, whether it's our intimate romantic relationships or our family relationships. The world is always demanding something of us. Always. If you are a parent, you know that there's always a demand. You never stop. You never, even if your kids are grown up, there's always some kind of demand. There's always some kind of responsibility. There's always some kind of pull of, pulling of you, pulling of your energy, and also the pushing. And that's the scariness. That's the change. Is you never know when the push is going to come and when the pull is going to come, and you never know when you're going to be the one doing the pushing, and you never know when you're going to be the one that's the pulling. And we have to start to just find peace with this. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's like being seasick, and so this idea of suffering, is really, I'll be honest, guys, it's really heavy on me today. I am feeling very human. Today, I told my partner, I said, I'm feeling a lot of suffering for the world, and not for myself. Like, what I'm feeling today is just the suffering of the world, of just the pain of the world, the sadness of the world, the horror of the world. And how do we relieve the suffering? How do we, relieve pain? And, what comes to me, and this is what I wanted to talk about today, is my magic. And I want to share it with you guys if you're not familiar with it. The one thing that relieves me of suffering is the Ho'oponopono prayer. Who has heard of Ho'oponopono? Let me know if you've heard of the Ho'oponopono prayer or Ho'oponopono mantra. I have, yeah. So it is amazing. Like, it is pure magic. It is truly pure magic. And today and last night, I found myself and I do this, honestly, I probably do this at least once a day. But I was doing this last night. And the Ho'oponopono is a mantra or a prayer of relieving of suffering, of recognizing that everything outside of us is us, and recognizing that everything inside of us is outside of us. I mean, everything inside of us is outside of us. And the Ho'oponopono prayer, if you're not familiar with it, I forgot what his name was, but this man in Hawaii had decided that he was going to start chanting this Ho'oponopono to help to relieve prisoners who were in prison, to help them through their sentence and help them through their lives. And he did this prayer recognizing that those prisoners were him, and recognizing that everybody that was in jail was him in another incarnation, in another body. And so the Ho'oponopono prayer is very simple. It goes, I am sorry, recognizing that we are apologetic for the things that we have done, right? Recognizing I'm sorry for, like, me as Genna, for all the suffering that I have done as the Genna, as this body, right? But also I am sorry for my reflection of you as a prisoner, that you were in prison, and me recognizing, well, you know what, I'm sorry because I am you, and I'm sorry for the crime that I committed when I went into that. Like, recognizing we are that prisoner. The next line is, please forgive me. We are repenting and saying, okay, I apologize. Now, please forgive me, because one way I forgive myself. I forgive myself as my own body. But I also forgive you as the prisoner. I'm using the example of, the guy who did this, the Hawaiian. He did this for prisoners. Of saying, like, please forgive me. Please forgive me, Genna. And please forgive me for, let's say I killed someone in, Hawaii, that person. Forgiveness. The third line is thank you. Having gratitude. Thank you. Thank you, Genna. Thank you to the prisoner. Thank you. Recognizing that we are not separate. And then the fourth line is I love you. I love you, Genna. And I love you, prisoner. Recognizing that there is no separation. And so the whole mantra is I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And you can change the words. It can be universal, but that's the basis of it. And so as this man did this Ho'oponopono, at the end of it, almost all the prisoners were released from the prison because he was ridding them of suffering by taking on their suffering as his own and repenting and saying, well, no, I am the prisoner and I'm sorry for the crime I've committed. And I am the prisoner and please forgive me for the pain that I've caused you. And I am the prisoner and thank you for your mercy. Thank you. And saying, I am the prisoner and I love you. And it is so simple, yet it is so powerful. And it's the one thing in my life that has really helped me to rid me of suffering. Just recognizing that everything outside of me is me. So, today I would love to do a meditation with that Ho'oponopono and just help everyone to remember that suffering is real and suffering exists. But our job is to recognize that and to have more compassion and empathy for what's going on. And I'm really waking back up to that. This idea of compassion and empathy and ridding the world of suffering. We are a lone person. What do you mean by that, Joshua? We are a lone person. So I want everyone to think about something in their life right now. It can be someone else outside of you, or it can be yourself. Something that you would want to make your focus for this Ho'oponopono. Someone that you're angry with, or someone that you are frustrated with, or yourself. Someone who's really hurting right now, or someone that's sick. What is your focus? Let me know in the chat. What would be your focus today? So my focus is my family. While we do this prayer, I'm going to be thinking about my family and helping to rid my family of suffering and recognizing that I am not separate from my family and recognizing that I am my father and I am my mother. And as I chant this prayer, I am helping them to relieve them of suffering. We're all the same consciousness, experiencing individuality. Oh, yes, absolutely. Yes. And let me know what is on your heart. Let's be open. Let's be vulnerable. Let's be honest. What are you guys struggling? I don't want to use the suffering because not everyone is suffering. But what are you working through in your life? And as we say this Ho'oponopono prayer, let's just give the Ho'oponopono prayer to everyone. Let's chant this for everyone, for lifting of suffering, all of us in this chat, and lifting the suffering of everybody in the world. So let's put in the chat. Everyone, please be vulnerable. Please be open. Please be honest. What are you working through? So that as a collective of all of us here, we can channel this mantra out to the collective of everyone. So for me, I will be open and vulnerable and saying that there's a lot of family suffering that's happening. I feel a little bit powerless. I'm in Pennsylvania. My family's back in Michigan. And I'm feeling a little bit of powerless because I want to help. I want to go home. I want to help everyone, and I'm feeling like I don't know what I can do. That's my suffering right now, is seeing my family in pain, seeing my family hurting. So that's what I'm putting out today. I'm being open and vulnerable with my heart. Um, and so please be open and vulnerable with your heart. Kimberly, Joshua, I've never heard that before, but I definitely want to understand that. Do you know where I could get more information about this? Kimberly, I'm the information. I can help you with that. We are all the same in consciousness, experiencing individuality. This idea of God, this idea of the universe, this idea of spirit. We are God. We are the universe. We are spirit. And we are now experiencing the individual human of it. But collectively, we are that source energy. Collectively, we are that partner. We are everything. We are everything in existence, Kimberly. You've heard of the Big Bang, right? It doesn't matter how you look at it. It doesn't matter if it's God. It doesn't matter if you call it, Rada. It doesn't matter if you call it science. It doesn't matter what you call it. That's only a name that you are given to the same entity. So we've all heard of the Big Bang. The Big Bang is the idea of how we are all one, and then a Big Bang happened, and all these particles and atoms split. We are the atoms. We are the particles. We are the molecules that split. So, a good way of thinking about it is like this. So think about this, Kimberly, as this is all of existence. Let's say all of existence is on this piece of paper right now. This is everything. Let's say this is all that is, okay? And then what happened was we were all of this consciousness, okay? And then all of a sudden, we ripped. And now, I'm ripping this piece of paper. So now consciousness is splitting. And as we multiplied, think about how it started with one person. And then there was masculine, and then there was feminine. And then they gave birth to a child. And then they had another child. And then they had another child. And then that child had another child. And another child. And then that child had another child and another child. And so the cycle continued. So we kept separating. We kept multiplying. We kept duplicating over and over. So every single time it started with one. We were all one. We were all this piece of paper. And now we're all of these pieces of paper. And so Kimberly, this is you. And this is me. And Josh, this is you. And Dana, this is you. Right? And so we're all experiencing individuality. So you, Kimberly, are this piece of paper. This is the individual you. This is Kimberly. But if we take all of these papers together, you are also the whole paper. You are one consciousness. And so what happens is as we're experiencing suffering, we are literally experiencing this, because this, Kimberly, is your life, but you're still a part of this as well. And this is Josh. And so even though you guys are separated, you still came from the same source. And so as a collective, Josh may be experiencing suffering and you may be having a rough day. And so you are feeling what Josh is feeling because you're not separate from Josh. You are individual, but you're still the paper. You are the paper. So that is the simplest, easiest way to think about this. And it goes into our talk of suffering because we forgot. We came into this human existence and we forgot that we were once one. We forgot that we are one consciousness. We forgot that. And now that's what we're going through, is we're going through this grand awakening of recognizing that we are one, recognizing that there is no separation, recognizing that at the push and pull of the universe, and recognizing that as one person suffers, we all suffer. And you know what? Coronavirus is a perfect example of that. Not to step on any toes, not to, be political or anything like that. But look at coronavirus, okay? We are in World War III right now, and people don't realize that. World War III is a spiritual war that we are experiencing. It's not a physical war where we're all going out and killing each other with guns. But we are killing with the virus, with the spirit. And coronavirus is our connection to our crown. The word corona means crown, our crown chakra. And corona is our throat. Their breath is being affected. They're saying, I can't breathe. And it's our throat chakra because it's the lack of communication, of us not communicating our truth honestly and openly in the world. And so coronavirus is a virus. It's, again, another multiplication of things duplicating over and over again because things are changing. People are resisting change. And so, what was I saying? I was saying something. Suffering. And so recognizing that as one person is suffering, the whole world is suffering, because this is everybody in the world. Everybody in the world right now is experiencing coronavirus, no matter what your beliefs are, okay? Whether you're in the United States, whether you're in Australia, whether you're in France, whether you're in Italy, everyone is experiencing it. And it's a world war. World War III. Everybody's being affected, and everybody has a side. Everybody has a side. Get vaccinated. Don't get vaccinated. It's a conspiracy. It's real. It's not real. It doesn't matter what you believe. It doesn't matter. We're all in war, and what we're realizing is that we are this, and that as one person suffers, the whole collective is suffering right now. And we need to give up the duality, give up the fight, and recognizing that one person's suffering is all of our suffering. So I'm adding that to our Ho'oponopono today. Ridding the world of the suffering. Beautiful. So I went on a rant, but I think it was a good rant. So I hope you enjoyed that. So back to what everyone individually wants to relieve of suffering. If you are here, if you're just tuning in, what are you sad about? What do you want to rid the world of suffering about? I gave the example of my family. The coronavirus is another one. Scrolling back up. You guys are typing so fast. Okay. Dana, your daughter's depression. You're in Michigan too. Beautiful. Well, since you're closer to my family than I am, Dana, just send my family some love. Daughter's depression. Done. Yes. Definitely makes sense. Wait, I'm a piece of paper? You are a piece of paper. Dana, you are everything. Or Dana, you are everything. You are the I am. You are the I am. And recognizing, and this is another thing, Kimberly, I am, you become whatever you put after the I am. Ooh, deja vu. Oh, I'm experiencing deja vu. You become everything that comes after the I am. I am Genna. And so as I say I am Genna, I become Genna. I am love. I become love. I am hopeful. I become hopeful. I am angry. I become angry. I am Joshua. And then I start to take on the consciousness of Joshua. I am Dana. And then I start to become Dana. We become whatever we want to be. This body, this who we are, we made this. We made this by the beliefs and the conditions that were put of us on as we were a child. As our parents said, you are a good girl, you started to believe, I am a good girl. You took on good girl. As our parents said, you are a bad girl, you took on the responsibility of, I am bad. And then you started to believe that you are bad, right? We started to become these things. When someone said, you are a good student, you became a good student. When someone said, you are a good athlete, you started to take on the identity of, I am a good athlete. you start to become what the world reflects that you are. And the world reflects what you are based on what they believe they are. So if someone is saying that you are bad, they are reflecting that they believe that they are bad, and so they're reflecting that back at you. And so we have to almost put on a force field of recognizing that we are whatever we want to be. If you want to be abundant, you are abundant. Speak the I am abundant. If you want love, I am in love, and you start to have love. I am suffering as you suffer. And there's nothing bad about this, because wanna know what? We have to feel the negative emotions to then feel better. Before we can feel better, we have to work up the emotional scale. And sometimes before we can become joyful, we have to be angry. Sometimes we have to be the anger. Sometimes I am angry. You have to be angry. Because as you're angry, you exert the energy. You release the energy. You release the emotions. You release it out of your body. And you translate it. And you transfer it. And you move through it. And then you become joyful. But you can't be joyful if you're still feeling the vibration of anger. The I am. That's another topic we can talk about. So much goodness today. So much goodness. Today's a good one. I said today was going to be short, and here we are 40 minutes in. So what suffering? And we're going to do the Ho'oponopono prayer today. Ho'oponopono. Yes, great explanation. It's a beautiful way to think. It is great. Good job, Jenna. Good job, Dana. Thank you for taking the time to explain this to me. This is my first time on here. I'd definitely be attending more of your live sessions. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I would love that, Kimberly. I have lots of meditations on my dashboard. I also do coaching. I am a coach. I do individual one-on-one coaching. So if you're interested in that as well, I have courses regularly. I have a lot of stuff. So there's a lot of ways to connect with me, everyone. I have a sexual healing course. I'm in the process of doing a shadow work course, a sex magic course, and a self-love course. So I'm in the process of doing all of those. And then I also do regular groups and women empowerment groups and all that. So there's lots and lots of ways to connect with me, anyone that's interested. I do a lot. Yes, exactly. I said something recently along the same lines about the virus. I got looked at like I was crazy, so I'm so glad to hear other people saying that about the virus. Yeah. Yeah, and want to know what the truth is? Viruses is when we fight against anything that something becomes bad. We don't want to fight the virus. We want to make peace with the virus. And sometimes making peace with the virus means either getting vaccinated or not getting vaccinated. There's no right or wrong way. There's no inherent way to make peace. It's whatever is going to make peace with you. If your path of least resistance is to not get the virus, not get the vaccine, then okay. And if your path of least resistance is to get the vaccine, then okay. Make peace with it however you feel you need to make peace with it. But stop fighting it. Stop fighting it and do whatever you feel you need to do to rid the world of suffering. And you can't go against your belief system. For example, let's say that you are someone who doesn't want to get the vaccine, but you're feeling pressured from the news, from your family, from the world to get the vaccine. And so you're like, all right, I don't want to get the vaccine, but I'm going to get the vaccine because I can't enter grocery stores anymore. And so you get the vaccine when you have a belief system that the vaccine is bad. And it's you believing that the vaccine is bad that's going to make you get sick. You cannot go against your belief system. So I always tell people, follow what you believe to be true, because your beliefs create your reality. Facts are just beliefs that we keep thinking as a collective. How something becomes a fact is a constant belief that the collective starts to believe. That's how things become law. That's how things become facts. Facts are just beliefs that we keep thinking. So when you are following your belief then you will be helping everybody else in the world. But you can't go against your own belief systems. Joshua, why you hitting the nail on the head? Yeah. I am in isolation for the third time in isolation in 7 weeks. Negative, but still in isolation because my flatmate is positive. Monica, I'm going to be sending some Ho'oponopono to you today. So let me know, everyone, what you want to release suffering of today. Joshua's had a hearts. Genna, you're so awesome. Such wisdom for such a young woman. Thank you. Agree. Oh, thank you. I am. Yes. Deja vu is a crazy concept, isn't it? What do you think it means? So for me, I think that deja vu is that I am experiencing the same thing in another timeline. I think it can have many reasons, but for me, I carry the belief system that nothing is linear, time does not exist, and that everything is happening simultaneously. So as I'm sitting here and I am saying this, there's another incarnation of me in another time and place preaching the same thing, saying the same thing. And it's all happening, the past and the future are all happening in this moment. Time is not linear. So for my belief system, I believe that deja vu means that I'm in alignment with all of the other versions of me. It just reassures me that I'm in alignment. Be with your feelings. Feelings, yes. I apologize for causing the distraction, but thank you again. No, do not apologize for who you are. Never. Because that sparked a beautiful conversation. Do you see how many people enjoyed that? So don't feel bad. I need all those courses. Yeah. Well, Dana, start with the sexual cord cutting course. Here, I'm going to leave this link in the description below. And everyone can just check it out. Check out this. The only course I have right now is the sexual cord cutting course that's launched. You can check out my website, check out my coaching. You can do a one-on-one with me, join my women empowerment group. There's so much. Let me know if this link posted. Okay, powerful. I need all those courses too. Beautiful. There's 2 paths, fear or love. Yes, raise the vibration. Choose love always. Yes. Yes. Woo! Yes, beautiful. Did that description, I'm going to have to clean up this paper. Did that link post? All right, guys, so we're going to go into the Ho'oponopono prayer. Let me know in the description, what are you struggling with? What are you trying to overcome? It can be something in your own personal life, or it can be something outside of you, something that you want to release. For me, my family problems, there's a lot of family problems. We talked about coronavirus. Dana said depression for her daughter. So Josh said insecurity, loneliness over the holidays. Yes, beautiful. Beautiful. And we're going to do the Ho'oponopono prayer. And just briefly again, if you just came in and you don't know what the Ho'oponopono prayer, the Ho'oponopono prayer or mantra is a mantra. It's very, very powerful, of releasing suffering, of recognizing that there is no separation, recognizing that I am you and you are me. And so let's say that you're really angry at your partner. Let's say he cheated on you. Okay, I'm just throwing something out. Let's say he cheated. Okay, and you are mad and you're frustrated and you just can't get past it. You can chant this mantra. You can chant this prayer of letting go of the suffering for yourself of how you feel, but also for them. And it's by you recognizing that you are your partner, recognizing that not everyone wants to recognize that everyone outside of us is really us. We want to own our lives, but we don't want to own that other people's lives are ours as well. So in this example, it's recognizing that you are that partner, that you are that person, that you are hurting you, that you as your own person have hurt them. And so it's chanting 4 things. I am sorry, recognizing I am sorry as me, as Genna. I am sorry as you, my partner. Second line is please forgive me. I'm forgiving me, Genna, for the pain that I've caused. I'm forgiving you, my partner, for hurting me. Number 3, thank you, recognizing gratitude for ourselves, recognizing gratitude for the other, and then I love you, recognizing I love you, Genna, I love you, partner, and recognizing that I am you, if that is making sense. So we're going to chant this prayer. I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. So let me know what your focus is going to be. And as a collective, we're going to make this our focus. We're going to focus on releasing loneliness over the holidays. We're going to focus on Dana's daughter. We're going to focus on coronavirus. We're going to focus on insecurities. You can either choose to do an external of all of this, or you can just focus on your own internal world of something that's going on personally. There's no right or wrong way. And as you chant this prayer, as you chant this mantra, you are releasing suffering. It's all about releasing suffering. Kimberly, self-limiting beliefs that have been holding me back in life and for the issues of my family and children are dealing with. Yes. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Thank you guys for your vulnerability. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So I am going to start the Ho'oponopono. Brings me to tears. Yay! I love you guys. I love you. So, I thank you guys for today, and we're going to do this Ho'oponopono prayer and mantra. I have my link in the description if anyone wants to check that out and all that I do. If you resonate with what I'm saying, feel free to leave a donation as an equal energy exchange to show that you enjoy my work, so that I can continue to do all this. Alright guys, so thank you for you. I'm going to put some music on. And here we go. And I'm actually not going to record today because I have so many Ho'oponoponos on my dashboard already. So just sit down, guys, and just relax. Just start to close down your beautiful eyes, finding a spot where you'll not be disturbed. And for today's mantra and today's prayer, if you are not able to sit in a spot, you can just chant this consciously. You can chant this as you're walking. You can chant this as you're cooking or driving when it's safe. You can say this in meditation like we're about to. Or just say it throughout your daily life. And just start to bring your awareness to your body. Start to bring your awareness to your breath. And just breathe in through your nose. And breathe out through your mouth. Bringing in the breath. Breathing into this present moment. Breathing into your body. And breathing out the suffering. Breathing out the fear. Breathing out the insecurity. And continue to breathe into this present moment. And breathe out the past. Breathe out the future. And just breathe into this present moment. Just breathe into this present moment. And find stillness. And just start to set your intention for today's beautiful meditation as we chant the mantra Ho'oponopono. Finding a focus of something that you want to release, some kind of suffering, depression, anxiety, fear in your life. It can be in your own personal life allow whatever emotions arise to just simply be there. Allow yourself to cry. Allow yourself to scream. Allow yourself to feel finally the feelings that you may have decided or not wanted to feel before. Know that you are safe to feel that suffering now. Feel the sadness now. Allow it into your body. Start to feel into the pain. Start to feel into all the hurt that you have experienced, the world has experienced. And start to recognize how anyone who has ever hurt you, or recognize anyone that has hurt anybody else, was simply you hurting you. And allow whatever that felt like to just be there. Recognize now that our external reality is us playing it out. And feel into the anger that you may feel when I say those words. Feel into the pain when I say those words. Even feel into the disagreement when I say those words. Feel into the idea that the pain and the trauma, the disease and the illness that we see in our external reality is our own doing. Feel into that for just a moment. Allow yourself to feel that anger. Allow yourself to feel the disagreement. Allow yourself to feel the pain. And then just start to find loving kindness. As you start to realize that yes, you have created this pain. Yes, you have created the suffering. But you didn't necessarily create this pain and this suffering from your own individual self, but only as a collective. And start to find loving kindness for yourself. You didn't mean to cause the suffering. You didn't mean to hurt anyone. That was all unconscious. It was all in the subconscious mind. So start to feel into relieving yourself of that pain. Let go of that suffering. Let go of the pain. Feel into all of the pain that others have inflicted on the world and others have inflicted onto you. And start to move into the knowing that all that pain that was inflicted simply because the person who did the hurting was hurting themselves. Recognize that hurt people hurt people. Recognize that everybody is doing the best that they can with the knowledge, the resources that they have. That if they knew better, they would do better. People can only give what they have. And sometimes what they have, what you have, is anger. Sometimes what they have, what you have, is joy. You can only give what you have. So feel into that. Recognize that everything is you. Recognize now that we together are going to help to let go of the suffering. And repeating with me the following mantra, the following prayer. I am sorry. Recognizing that you are sorry for all the pain that you have caused. And you are sorry for all the pain of the external world. Repeating, please forgive me. For you are asking for forgiveness for your own individual self, and asking for forgiveness for all of those outside of you that didn't know any better. Repeating, thank you. Having gratitude for yourself, and having gratitude for the external world. Repeating, I love you. And recognizing that love starts from the inside out. Recognizing self-love for yourself, and recognizing the love for the external world. Recognize that now. And simply putting it all together. Repeating. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Start to apologize to yourself. Start to forgive yourself. Start to have gratitude for yourself. Start to love yourself. Start to apologize to the external world. Start to ask for forgiveness to the external world. Start to have gratitude for the external world. Start to love the external world. Start to apologize. Start to forgive. Start to have gratitude. Start to love. You are doing the best that you can from the knowledge and resources that you have. So be gentle and kind to yourself. And the Lord will always be gentle and kind to you. But it starts with you. So breathe in and breathe out. You're starting to connect your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes. Breathing in and breathing out. Maybe stretching up high. Feeling that stretch to the left. Feeling that stretch to the right. Twisting. Gentle kindness. And just open up your eyes. Coming back into this room. Smiling at me. Smiling at each other. And recognizing that we don't have to do this alone. But we have a beautiful community of others who also are feeling what we are feeling. We're not alone, although it may feel like that sometimes. Thank you guys for you. Thank you. Thank you guys for joining today. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the donations. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Dana. Thank you guys so much for that. I am so beyond grateful, and I'm so happy that I can be at service to you guys. Thank you that I can help you guys to empower yourself and recognize that it's not easy. But you know what? I don't think we wanted it to be easy when we came to this life. We came here for fun. We thought that this would be fun. It's a cosmic joke. But it is fun. And sometimes we just have to laugh at ourselves. Sometimes we just have to laugh. We're never going to get it completely right. And we're not going to completely get it done. But we can try the best that we can from where we're at. So thank you guys for you. Thank you for your love. Thank you for those donations. If you resonated with me, feel free to leave a donation of gratitude and for me and all the other teachers. Thank you guys so much. Laughing is going to be my go-to this week. Yes! Laugh! Ha 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 ha! Laugh at what I just did. That was ridiculous. Thank you, Joshua. And does anyone have any questions, any comments before we close down this circle? If you have any questions, any comments, any feelings before we close down the circle, let me know. I'm happy to answer anything. Thank you for you. If you guys are new, please make sure to hit the follow button and follow all of my lives, all of my meditations. And again, I will post my link here. You will find my website, coaching, if anyone's interested in one-on-one coaching. I help to transform your trauma, help you to relieve you of suffering, find more love, to help you to reach your goal, to help you to reach your destiny. I have my women empowerment group on Facebook that you guys are all welcome to join. If you are a beautiful woman, I have my courses, my cord cutting course. I have the women's group, and so much more. So just check out that link if anyone's interested. All right, guys, any questions? All right, well, if there's no questions, then let's close out the circle, but never close out the love. Oh, you missed the women's group. No, so once a month, Dana, I do a women's circle. I post that monthly, but I have yes, it's in my link tray. So if you go to, there's a Facebook group. It's it's a goddess group, and it's just a group of us women coming together, communing with each other, talking with each other, me uplifting you. And then once a month, I do a women's group where we come on Zoom and we just talk and communicate. And sometimes we have topics, other times we don't. Like the women's group I had the other day was just free flowing, and we were talking about just our relationships and our feelings. The one before that, we were talking about our sexuality and embracing our sexuality without fear, without judgment, without anger. The one before, there was just a bunch of different topics that we talk about. So feel free to join that community on Facebook, and then I will post about the women's group. And I always talk about when I'm doing the actual Zoom call right before I do it on Insight Timer as well. Yes, absolutely. All right, guys. Any questions before we close this circle? If not, we're going to close the circle, and then I'll be back tomorrow. All right, guys. So just close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths and breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing back into the light, feeling the light all around you. Breathing in and breathing out. And just imagining now in your beautiful third eye, all 57 of us all gathered in a circle. Notice how big the circle has grown since the beginning. Notice all the people that have come for support, for healing, for rejuvenation. And start to just see yourself holding hands with everybody that's here. Start to feel into this love. And let's just all repeat to each other the Ho'oponopono. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And recognize that all of these people have come as they are you, to love you and for you to love them. And just feel the whole circle filling up with light as big as the sun. And continue to allow that light to just move through every cell, every atom, every molecule, every part of your body, and every cell and atom and molecule and part of everyone's body. And just feel the light. Feel the love. And then just simply bringing your hands to your heart and bowing down with me. Namaste. For my soul recognizes your soul, that we are one soul in many bodies. If anyone needs anything, please feel free to reach out to me. You can reach out here on Insight Timer, or if you want to reach out on Instagram, that's the best way to contact me. You can just follow me on Instagram and send me a message. And I'm here. Sam, thank you for the donations. Thank you. Also, if anyone else would like to give any donations, here's my Venmo. Insight Timer takes a little bit of the chunk of the donations, so if you can do that. I also have Patreon and so much more. Anywho, I love you. I see you. Thank you for today. And this will be uploaded on YouTube after. So if you missed any part of this, you can just follow my link in my link tree to my YouTube, and you can watch the whole thing. So thank you for today, guys. I love you. Bye.